Li Zhongsai is the newly appointed secretary of the county party committee. Li Zhongsai wears glasses and looks very elegant. But even though he looks gentle, he is actually a lustful person. One night, Li Zhongsai received a call from a college classmate. The college classmate who called him was named Wang Wen. After graduating from college, he now works as an office director in a company. Later he resigned and started his own business, and now Wang Wen is a boss. Wang Wen said to Li Zhongsai on the phone, "Old classmate, I will visit you tomorrow and you want to treat me to dinner." Li Zhongsai said, "Okay, I'll treat you to dinner tomorrow." The next morning, Wang Wen met Li Zhongsai. At noon, Li Zhongsai took Wang Wen into a restaurant, and then they entered a small private room. In the small private room, they chatted while eating and drinking. Wang Wen said to Li Zhongsai, "Old classmate, you were lustful when you were in college. Now that you are the secretary of the county party committee, you probably still have bad habits." Li Zhongsai said, "Stop talking about me. You were even more lustful than me when you were in college." Wang Wen said, "Zhongsai, tell me if there is any woman you can't handle." Li Zhongsai said, "Of course, I like a deputy director of the County Culture and Tourism Bureau, but I haven't been able to get her." Wang Wen said, "I will give you a way, and you can get rid of her." Li Zhongsai said, "What method did you hear?" Wang Wen said, "The method I give you is to buy some obedient water." Li Zhongsai said, "I've heard of Tinghua Shui, but I just don't know where to buy it." Wang Wen said, "If you need it, I can give you some." After listening to Wang Wen's words, Li Zhongsai said, "Then I would like to thank you first." 3 days later, Wang Wen sent some obedient water to Li Zhongsai. One Saturday morning, Deputy Director Su of the County Culture and Tourism Bureau suddenly received a call from Li Zhongsai. Li Zhongsai said to Deputy Director Su on the phone, "Deputy Director Su, let's go hiking tomorrow." Deputy Director Su is the woman Li Zhongsai told Wang Wen that he had not managed. After hearing what Li Zhongsai said, Deputy Director Su thought about it and then said, "Okay." The next morning, Li Zhongsai took Deputy Director Su to go hiking. When they climbed halfway up the mountain, Li Zhongsai handed a bottle of drink into Deputy Director Su's hand and said, "Have a drink." At this time, Deputy Director Su was thirsty, so she took the drink and drank it immediately. Not long after, Deputy Director Su lost consciousness. I don't know how long it took before Deputy Director Su woke up. When she woke up, she found herself lying on a grassy field. She quickly asked Li Zhongsai, "Secretary Li, why am I lying here?" Li Zhongsai said, "Deputy Director Su, you fainted just now. I saw you fainted and quickly carried you to the grass. How do you feel now?" Deputy Director Su said, "I'm fine." It turned out that the drink Li Zhongsai gave Deputy Director Su contained obedient water, so Deputy Director Su lost consciousness after drinking the drink. After Deputy Director Su lost consciousness, Li Zhongsai carried her to a cave, where he violated her. After Li Zhongsai finished violating her, he carried her to a piece of grass. One morning half a month later, a new staff member arrived at the county party committee office. This new staff member is called Wu Shaoqian and she is very beautiful. One Friday afternoon, Wu Shaoqian was at work when she suddenly received a call from Li Zhongsai. Li Zhongsai said to her on the phone, "Wu Shaoqian, come to my office quickly." After Wu Shaoqian answered Li Zhongsai's call, she hurried to Li Zhongsai's office. After Wu Shaoqian arrived in Li Zhongsai's office, Li Zhongsai said to her, "Wu Shaoqian, tomorrow is Saturday, let's go hiking together." To be honest, Wu Shaoqian was really flattered after hearing what Li Zhongsai said. She quickly said to Li Zhongsai, "Okay." The next morning, Li Zhongsai took Wu Shaoqian to go hiking. When they were about to reach the top of the mountain, Li Zhongsai handed the drink in his hand to Wu Shaoqian, "Have a drink." Wu Shaoqian said, "Okay." After Wu Shaoqian took the drink, she drank it immediately. However, she lost consciousness not long after drinking the drink. After Wu Shaoqian lost consciousness, Li Zhongsai carried her to a cave, and then Li Zhongsai violated Wu Shaoqian. From then on, Li Zhongsai continued to use obedience and violated his subordinates. One Sunday morning, Li Zhongsai took a young woman named Han Mei from the County Health Commission to the mountain. On the mountain, Li Zhongsai gave Han Mei a drink, but Han Mei lost consciousness after drinking the drink. After Han Mei lost consciousness, Li Zhongsai carried her to the cave. Next, Li Zhongsai violated Han Mei. There is a young man named Zhou Xian. Zhou Xian likes Han Mei. When Li Zhongsai took Han Mei up the mountain, Zhou Xian followed them. As a result, Zhou Xian saw Li Zhongsai violating Han Mei in the cave. So Zhou Xian quietly took out his mobile phone from his pocket and filmed the process of Li Zhongsai's violation of Han Mei. On Monday morning, Li Zhongsai was working in the office when suddenly the cell phone in his pocket rang. He took his cell phone out of his pocket and looked at it, only to find it was an unfamiliar number. He thought for a moment, then answered. It turned out that the person who called Lee Jong-sai was Joe Exian. Joe Exian said to Lee Jong-sai on the phone, "Secretary Lee, what did you do in the cave yesterday afternoon?" Lee Jong-sai said, "Who are you?" Joe Exian said, "I am Joe Exian from the County Culture and Tourism Bureau, and now I have a video of you violating Han Mei." Lee Jong-sai said, "Joe Exian, don't lie to me, I won't believe you have such a video in your hands." Joe Exian said, "Secretary Lee, let's do this. I will go to your office now and show you the video." Lee Jong-sai said, "Then you come to my office now." Joe Exian said, "Okay, I will come to your office now." About 40 minutes later, Joe Exian walked into Lee Jong-sai's office. In Lee Jong-sai's office, Lee Jong-sai said, "Joe Exian, didn't you say you have a video in your hand? Show me the video now." Joe Exian said, "Okay, I will show you the video now." After speaking, Joe Exian took out his mobile phone from his pocket, and then pulled out a video to show to Lee Jong-sai. After watching the video, Lee Jong-sai discovered that the video was about him violating Han Mei in the cave. Joe Exian saw Lee Jong-sai watching the video and said to Lee Jong-sai, "Secretary Lee, I didn't lie to you." Lee Jong-sai thought for a while and then said, "Joe Exian, delete the video now." Joe Exian said, "Secretary Lee, I can delete the video on my phone, but the video is still on my computer." Joe Exian said after that, "I deleted the video from my phone." When Lee Jong-sai saw that Joe Exian had deleted the videos on his mobile phone, he said to Joe Exian, "Joe Exian, delete the videos on the computer immediately after you go back." Joe Exian said, "Secretary Lee, I will not delete the videos on the computer." Deleted. Lee Jong-sai thought for a moment and then said, "Joe Exian, tell me your conditions." Joe Exian said, "I am just a clerk in the County Culture and Tourism Bureau now. I hope you can promote me. After you promote me, I will delete the videos on my computer." Lee Jong-sai said, "Don't worry, I will promote you." A month later, a deputy section chief of the County Finance Bureau retired. After his retirement, Joe Exian took his place and became the deputy section chief. Joe Exian received a call from Lee Jong-sai a week after becoming deputy section chief. Lee Jong-sai said to him on the phone, "Joe Exian, I have promoted you. You will delete the videos on your computer today." Joe Exian said, "Secretary Lee, you only promoted me to the position of deputy section chief, so I will not delete the videos on the computer. My idea is this. After you promote me to the position of director, I will delete the video on the computer." Lee Jong-sai said, "Joe Exian, don't push yourself too far." Joe Exian said, "Secretary Lee, I have to push the envelope, what do you think?" Lee Jong-sai said, "Joe Exian, you will regret it." One morning a month later, Lee Jong-sai met a boss named Wu. Boss Wu had been in the underworld before. In the afternoon, Lee Jong-sai called Boss Wu. He said to Boss Wu on the phone, "Boss Wu, I have something to ask you for help." Boss Wu said, "Secretary Lee, you said you need my help with anything, don't worry, as long as I can help, I will definitely help." Lee Jong-sai said, "Boss Wu, let's meet and talk." Soon, Lee Jong-sai met Boss Wu. After they met, Lee Jong-sai told Boss Wu that there was a video of him violating Han Mei on Joe Exian's computer, and he hoped that Boss Wu could delete the video from Joe Exian's computer. Boss Wu said, "Secretary Lee, don't worry, I will definitely handle this matter properly." That night, Joe Exian was watching TV in the living room when there was a knock on the door. Joe Exian quickly stood up and opened the door. When the door opened, he saw Boss Wu and 3 burly men standing at the door. He quickly asked, "Who are we looking for?" Boss Wu said, "We are looking for you." After saying this, Boss Wu entered Joe Exian's home with 3 tough men. Later, Boss Wu said to Joe Exian, "Joe Exian, I heard that there is a video of Secretary Lee violating Han Mei on your computer. Delete the video on your computer now." Joe Exian said, "I won't delete the video on the computer." Boss Wu said, "Joe Exian, don't drink as a penalty." After Boss Wu finished speaking, he waved to the 3 tough men. After a moment, the 3 tough guys began to beat Joe Exian violently. Joe Exian couldn't bear the beating, so he later said, "Don't hit me, I'll delete the videos on my computer right away." After Joe Exian finished speaking, Boss Wu said to the 3 tough men, "Don't hit me." Soon, Joe Exian deleted the video from his computer. After seeing Joe Exian delete the videos on his computer, Boss Wu left Joe Exian's home with 3 tough men. After Boss Wu left Joe Exian's home with 3 burly men, he took out his mobile phone from his pocket and called Lee Jong-sai. He said to Lee Jong-sai on the phone, "Secretary Lee, Joe Exian has deleted the videos on the computer." In the middle of the night, Zhou Exian called the police after careful consideration. After Zhou Exian called the police, it attracted the attention of Director Yang of the Municipal Public Security Bureau. Director Yang decided to set up a task force. One morning, a beautiful woman entered the county middle school and became a music teacher. 3 days later, the beautiful woman came to the county committee. She came to the county committee to find the secretary of the county discipline inspection committee. As a result, she was discovered by Li Zhongsai, who decided to be fascinated by him. Soon, Li Zhongsai asked the beautiful woman for her mobile phone number. On Friday afternoon, Li Zhong called the beautiful woman and asked her to go hiking tomorrow. She agreed. The next morning, Li Zhongsai took the beautiful woman to the mountain. On the mountain, Li Zhongsai handed the drink in his hand to the beautiful woman and said, "Have a drink." The beautiful woman said, "Okay." After the beautiful woman finished speaking, she started to drink. Unexpectedly, the beautiful woman lost consciousness not long after drinking the drink. Li Zhongsai saw the beautiful woman unconscious and carried the beautiful woman to a cave. Just when he was about to violate the beautiful woman, the police showed up. It turns out that the beautiful woman is dressed as a policewoman. After being taken to the Public Security Bureau, Li Zhongsai confessed his crime of using obedient water to assault a female subordinate. According to his confession, she had used obedient water to violate 18 female subordinates. Director Yang said to Li Zhongsai, as the secretary of the county party committee, "You have done such a shameful thing. If you don't do such a shameful thing and work hard, you can enjoy your job when you retire." Superior treatment. After listening to Director Yang's words, Li Zhongsai suddenly cried. He cried and said, "Director Yang, I regret it." Soon, Li Zhongsai was not only removed from his position as county party secretary, but was also punished by law.